Hello, I'm in a park in Frankfurt, just enjoying another glorious day the Lord has made, and filming a tutorial for regressions. If you can't do a good push-up, you can't do the regular push-up, I'm going to show you the steps you can take to move towards, get strong enough and get to a place where you can do that regular good push-up. So we're going to do some step-ups that work you towards being able to do a regular push-up. But before we get started with the workout segment of the video, I would like to, it's my pattern here to share a quote or the quote of the day. And actually, this one's not so much a quote as it is a thought that I've been thinking about, so I guess it's my quote of the day. But you know, we spend a lot of time wondering if our glass is half empty or our glass is half full. And it kind of hit me today. I'm just thankful that I have a glass. So we'll dig a little deeper into that after the exercise segment. And yeah, I'll share my thoughts a little deeper on that. So now let's work towards getting where we can do that full push-up, that regular push-up. So we're going to start on our knees. So we're going to do a knee push-up. And some people think they have a negative connotation or something because they're not a full push-up, but we do what we can do and we work our way up, and even if we can't work our way up, if we're doing something, it's better than not doing anything. So with these, what I find the problem is, people have a problem. They'll start on their knees like they should and their form is good, and they'll come down, but as they come up they start letting their rear end come back, and the next thing you know, now they're pushing weird and they're having to go forward and do all kinds of weird stuff. So for me, the best way to check your form is to go ahead and go all the way down and reset. So when we start our knee push-ups, we want to go ahead and start from the down position. Okay, so now see, from the knee to my shoulders, of course I'm straight. Now I hold this position as I come up, and I hold it as I go down, and I come up. But then as you're doing your reps, you don't want to go all the way down. You want to keep some tension on the muscles. So you want to come down without going all the way down. But if you get in that position where you're pushing and then all of a sudden you feel like now you're different, go ahead and drop all the way down just to reset your position. And after you get used to doing them enough, you'll get to that place where you don't have to reset because you know what you're doing and you understand why it feels different. Is because you broke your hip. You've let your hips break and hinged at your hips. You don't want that. You want to stay. And this is how you do your knee push-up. And as far as hand placement, it's just like the regular push-up. You want your hands about shoulder width apart, and you want it to where your thumbs come down to kind of the bottom of your chest area. So when you're coming down, you want to feel your thumbs to be kind of right there in that chest area. Your hands are spread open. Your elbows are not out here, and they're not right in here. We have a close hand push-up to where we do have them like that, but that's not where we're at. They can have a little bit of space out here, about 45 degrees from your rib cage. So we're going to be here. Your knees are going to be close together because when you do a regular push-up, your feet are close together. So you're going to have your knees close together. As I say, your core is going to be locked. Your head and neck is going to be in a neutral position where you're looking down. And that's going to be your form. So again, you're going to start from the down position. Your thumbs are kind of under the bottom of your chest. Your knees are kind of close together here. And then you're just going to push up and come down. And you breathe out on the up. And that's your form right there. Okay? So now, when we get to that place, we can make this a little bit harder by doing time under tension. So everything remains the same, But here's what we're going to do. We're going to come down and we're going to stay down here and we're going to count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to do your reps like that. And that time under tension is going to actually make you stronger. And that's going to work us up to where we can do our next progression. Is going to be one leg back, the other one straight. Okay? So we're going to do it like this. You see what I'm doing? It's the same thing. And you can start from the down position. You just got one leg out and the other one, the knees up. And it's the same thing. But now, of course, whenever you do this, you want to do an even number of sets. So if you're doing 10 reps on one side, then of course you want to go to the other side and do 10 reps there. And whatever your workout is for the day, you either want to do 2, 4, or 6. So I was doing it where this leg was back just a moment ago. So now I want to have this leg back. All right. So now we're going to be in this position. And it's the same thing I was just doing, except you've changed legs. All right. So now that's your next progression, working your way up. All right. So now here's going to be the final progression that's going to work you into being able to do the regular push-up. All right. And it is still going to be a knee push-up. So you're going to start here. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to push up on your knees. All right. So you've got the regular push-up like we were doing. But now I want you to drop your toes and get in a push-up position and bring yourself down slow. Now you're on your knees. Push up. Drop your toes. Push-up position. Come down slow. Knee push-up, up. Drop to your toes. Get the plank position. And you're going to come down slow. Knees up. All right, you see this? That's going to make you strong enough to where you're going to be able to do regular push-ups. So working through those progressions, that's how we're going to make it. So as far as rep counts, as you start with the knee push-up, just the regular knee push-up, I say you do those, work your way up to 15, sets of 15. Okay? So here we are, a recap. We start down all the way down, and I say you do sets of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get yourself in a position where you can do 15 of those. Add in the time under tension push-up. So you're here, you're on your knees. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I want you to be able to do between 7 to 10 of those. Okay? Then you're going to get yourself in the position where you can do 10 on each side with the one leg straight and the other one bent. So it's going to be 10 like this. All right, and then it'll be 10, again, reset like this, and it'll be 10 like this. All right, I want you to be able to do 10 where you're on your knees, push up, down, knees up, on your toes, down. Okay, knees up, toes, down. So I want you to get in the position where you can do 10 of those. Then you're going to be able to work yourself into being able to do regular push-ups. So there you go. That's the full push-up progression as far as being down. And if you can't do a knee push-up, I have earlier progressions than that where we do wall push-ups, and we actually do push-ups off of a counter or a bench or a table to where you're up. And so that's an earlier progression. So I'll have videos for that as well. So now let's dig into that quote a little bit, and we'll go from there. So earlier I spoke of just thinking about, or how we think about and ponder, is our glass half empty or is it half full? And I said, I'm just happy to have a glass. So in that, I just look at it like we just need to count our blessings, or I do. No, I do. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me, it's about counting my blessings, being content with what I have, living in the moment. So the Bible speaks on one of our highest callings is contentment with godliness. So just being content with what we have and what we're doing. And I think with fitness it works out well, because if I'm doing something, at least I'm doing something. So for me, it's just really about, again, just being thankful for what I have and not worrying if the glass is half empty. At least it's got something in it. So I'm just thankful for that, and thankful for where I am today, and thankful for this opportunity. And if you received value from the video, from the exercise segment, from the kind of speaking on the quote, I ask that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and show that like button some love. And I would love to hear your comments with regards to your thoughts on the thought of the day. So thank you, and God bless you, and remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made.